Hey there, Scooby-Doo fans. It's Joel coming at you from Planet Scooby, and this is just a little tool I wanted to show you. It's basically a Scooby-Doo research tool that I call the Scooboracle. I would explain it a little bit more, and I will, but basically how I got started with this is that I was reading Reddit, and someone asked a question that I found interesting. That was, aside from Frank Welker and Don Mezek and Casey Kasem, which people have done the most voice acting in an episode. And I thought, man, I'd really like to know that. And if you read the thread a little more, it's like, do you base that on total running time, or do you base it on total number of episodes? And the Scooboracle will answer that for you. So up here you have the vital stats for the entire series, and that is the entire series up to Velma. So the date aired. So this thing is arranged by basically date aired. I can do a reverse search on that. And this goes up to everything except for Velma, right? So we don't have any Velma in here. It's not that I'm against putting Velma in. I just don't want to spend time watching Velma and putting the information in. I didn't really like that series, and I have so much more to add to this. This is just a start, right? This is just 10 hours I put into this. I want to put so much more, and I want to focus on the episodes that I love, So basically, yeah, here we go. This covers everything, and if you scroll down, you can see how many entries there are, which are how many episodes. And this includes some of the offshoot episodes, like the Harvey Birdman episode, the Scooby-Doo Project, because those have voice actors. I don't think this has that Joe Dante movie where Scooby and Shaggy appear, and I don't think it has Robot Chicken either. I might add those a little later on. So basically, if you type in Frank Welker into the search bar here, you get every episode with Frank Welker, except, and this is a bit of a caveat, also you want to look at like total running time, so over 10,000 hours, and how many episodes? 377. So you get everything as him as Fred. He did some voice work for A Pup Named Scooby-Doo. So if you look at the series thing here, I can refine my search. I'm just typing in Pup Named, and I get 5 episodes with A Pup Named Scooby-Doo with Frank Welker. I haven't completed this yet. He's done more voice acting in A Pup Named Scooby-Doo. I just haven't put them in yet. But if you wanted everything but A Pup Named Scooby-Doo, you could subtract, your total running time from there, as well as the 5 entries, if you wanted a more accurate account as him just as Fred alone. And I should have typed in Frank Welker. This uses a fuzzy search. So basically, for example, if I type in wolf, right, I get wolf would be like anything with a wolf, a werewolf, a wolf man. If I type in wolf man, right, it's less fuzzy. And that's what this oracle word meant to me. Like the traditional sense, or the classic sense of oracle for me in Greek mythology, is that your hero would go visit a prophet and they'd get some sort of fuzzy kind of answer based on what they have to do to conquer Medusa, or something based on their future. Always fuzzy, and this uses fuzzy logic, and that's why I kind of went with Scooby-Oracle or Scooboracle. Same with werewolves. Like werewolf is completely different than werewolves. So if you typed in wool, you'd get a different answer. You wouldn't get everything wolf. You might get woolly mammoth or something, right? So it's just something to keep in mind. Casey Kasem, getting back to voice actors, it spits out everything. You could type in Greg Delisle. You could type in Matthew Lillard. And there's Greg Griffith as well. I've combined the two, so whatever name you put in. And at one point, Heather North was Heather Kennedy North. So if you put in both, you should get the answer. I've kind of done something like that, but there's a ton of bugs still in here. It doesn't just do voice actors though. It also does phrases. So if you type in Zoinks, it can tell you every episode with Zoinks. So there have been 415 episodes with Zoinks. And also, if you hit on this little plus sign here, it'll tell you the Zoinks count. So in the first episode, One Night for a Night, Shaggy said Zoinks once. And also 2 Scooby snacks were consumed. And you also get the location, which is United States. You get the culprit name, Mr. Wickles. You get Unmasked by Scooby. And you also get the monster name. So that's why I kind of call this like a research tool. And you do get some more information. I have hyperlinks here. These go to my own episode descriptions that I have done. I wouldn't suggest you exactly read these. I'm kind of embarrassed by them. These are my scripts that I use to read my YouTube videos, basically, and I haven't proofread them and really cleaned up the grammar a lot. I kind of put this out in a rush, and I just haven't gotten back to fixing it up. So yeah, I put this out in 2021. I haven't really cleaned it up. I spent a lot of time putting these pictures in. But it's kind of cool that you can use my search engine to kind of go here. But you can use any website you want. There's a ton of great Scooby-Doo websites out there. There's Scooby Addicts, there's Scooby Snacks, there's the fandom one. There's a ton more. So you can go anywhere you want. And this just kind of helps. Like you might go, oh, what was that episode with that snow creature? So you just type in snow ghost maybe. And yeah, it'll tell you right away. That's Snow Ghost. And there's one in Snow Mysteries. But again, it uses fuzzy logic. So it might just tell you an episode that had snow in it. So like Alaskan King Coward had snow in it. So you gotta kind of have to fool around with it. And it's not perfect. And that's another reason why I'm showing you this is, for your suggestions, for your bugs, things you're noticing. I haven't fixed this up completely. Like, for example, I'm still putting in how many episodes have Rutrow in it. I only have 24 entries, but there's way more than that. I'm still working on that. And we have Jeepers going on here. And we have Velma with my glasses. So a bunch of different catchphrases are going on in there. I'm putting a bunch of things in. Again, I've spent about 10 hours on this. But, sometimes you're just like kind of wondering, like, I have this idea of an episode, but I can't remember exactly what happened, but it took place in a cave. So I'm starting to put episodes with caves in it. And again, that's why I just wanted to show you this, just to maybe you have suggestions of stuff I might want to put in. Just put them out there in the comments on this video or whatever way you like to contact me, which is basically through these videos. That's another thing I wanted to point out. When you load it up, it takes about 6 seconds for the table to load, so you have to be a little patient with it. I was working with like some caching programs, but it kind of messed up my little table here. And again, it's also not going to work great in mobile. This is meant for desktop. If you're using it in mobile mode, you want to use the landscape mode. It'll get pretty crowded when you narrow it down to portrait mode. Anyway, that's what I just wanted to show you. And yeah, if you have any suggestions or anything that's buggy. One bug I noticed are apostrophes. So if I type in that Snow Ghost here, apostrophe works fine. But if I type in like what's new Scooby-Doo, it throws, it just throws an error. And that's something I have to fix. I don't know why that's happening. But yeah, what's new Scooby-Doo, like it should show up. Even if I type it in here, you get what? If I just narrow it down to what's new Scooby-Doo. But as soon as I put in an apostrophe, it breaks. So yeah, be patient. Also, I break this page a lot. I'll leave a link below to the page as well. But if you come here and it says broken or you know something weird going on, I'm probably working on it. Anyway, enough of me. And until next time, stay spooky.